Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Successive Differentiation. So in that already we have solved some problems on the of the form logarithmic functions and by the method of partial fraction. So in this video we consider some examples of the form trigonometric functions. So here they are not of the form standard form. So first we should reduce them into standard form by using some trigonometric formulas. So before you start, you must recall all the trigonometric formulas here. Okay, so let us consider first example. Find nth derivative of the following function. First one, sine square x. So let us consider this as y. Let y equals to sine square x. So here we use the trigonometric formula sine square theta, that is we know that sine square theta can be represented as 1 minus cos 2 theta divided by 2. So using this formula we reduce this function into standard form because we don't have any formula for sine power 2x. Okay, for that we reduce it by using trigonometry function. So we can write it as 1 minus cos 2 theta, sorry, here we have angle x, so 1 minus 2x divided by 2. This is the function, given function, or it can be written as y equals to 1 by 2 is constant. We can write it as 1 minus cos 2x. Now we can apply the formula for this cos 2x, so that we know that the formula for nth derivative of, so here we will write, since we know that nth derivative of cos of ax plus b formula is a raised to n cos of ax plus b plus n pi by 2. So using this formula we can find the nth derivative of this function, that is nth derivative of given function is 1 by 2 is constant. We apply nth derivative for this one. Nth derivative of, first we know that constant is 0. Okay, you can write here nth derivative of 1, or you can directly consider this as 0. Okay, for here I will write nth derivative of 1 minus nth derivative of cos 2x. So from the next problem we will directly take constant value equals to 0. Okay, so then applying this formula we get yn equals to 1 by 2, nth derivative of this constant function is, sorry, this constant is 0. Okay, so therefore nth derivative of this cos 2x is here a value equals to 2 and there is no b term. Okay, so therefore this can be written as minus 2 raised to n cos 2x plus n pi by 2. So further simplifying this one we get minus, so here on taking this 2 to the numerator it becomes 2 raised to n minus 1 cos 2x plus n pi by 2. So this is the required nth derivative of the given function. Second problem, y equals to sine 5x into cos 3x. So here also we don't have direct form. So first we have to reduce this into standard form because this is in the product form. So this function can be solved by using Leibniz theorem also, that we will come to know in the next class. Okay, so here we solve this by applying the trigonometric formula, that is we have the formula for sine a cos b, that is we know that sine a cos b is equals to 1 by 2 sine of a plus b plus sine of a minus b. So using this formula we solve this one, that is y can be written as solution. So first let y equals to sin 5x cos 3x. So this can be written as, by using this formula, 1 by 2 sine of a plus b. A plus b means 5x plus 3x. So which is equals to 8x plus sine of 5 minus 3 is equals to 2x. Now we can apply the nth derivative for this one. So this will be easy. We directly have the formula for this, sine 8x and sine 2x. So then applying nth derivative, we get 1 by 2 nth derivative of sine 8x plus nth derivative of sine 2x. 1 by 2. So here we apply the sine of ax plus b formula here. So we have sine of ax plus b formula is equals to a raised to n sine of ax plus b plus n pi by 2. Okay. So by using this formula we get nth derivative of 8x, that is here a value is equals to 8 and b is 0. So therefore this can be written as a raised to n means 8 raised to n sine of 8x plus n pi by 2 plus 2 raised to n sine of 2x plus n pi by 2. Okay, so this is the required answer. Next problem, y equals to sine 2x into cos 2x. Here you can also use the formula, the sine a cos b formula, or here because this angle is same we can use this formula, that is sine 2a equals to 2 sine a into cos a, or so we have only in this form sine 2x into cos 2x, therefore we can write it as sine a into cos a equals to sine 2a divided by 2. Okay, using this formula this can be written as, y can be written as sine, so here angle is 2, so if it angle is a, here we get 2a, because this already 2x, we get 4x divided by 2. So applying nth derivative here, nth derivative of this one is 1 by 2 is constant, nth derivative of sine 4x which is equals to 1 by 2. Again by applying the formula for the sine of ax plus b, we get here a value is 4, so 4 raised to n sine of 4x plus n pi by 2, or 1 by 2 it can be written as 2 raised to n sine of 4x plus n pi by 2. So here I will write formula, since nth derivative of sine of ax plus b is equals to a raised to n sine of ax plus b plus n pi by 2. Okay, so this can be written as 2 raised to n, taking this to the numerator, n minus 2 sine of 4x plus n pi by 2. Okay, this is the required answer. So next problem, cos power 4x. Okay, so this can be written as y equals to cos square power, so first take this given function cos power 4x as it is, so it can be written as cos square x power 2. Now we apply the cos square theta formula, that is we have cos square theta is equals to 1 plus cos 2 theta divided by 2. Applying this formula we get y equals to 1 plus cos 2x divided by 2 whole power 2. So now we can we take 1 by 4 outside, that is 2 square. 1 by 2 square, that is 4 outside. We get 1 plus cos 2x whole power 2. Applying the a plus b whole square formula, we get 1 by 4. A square means 1, b square, that is cos square 2x plus 2ab, that is 2 cos 2x. Further again we apply the formula for this one, that is the same formula. We get y equals to 1 by 4, 1 as it is. Now applying formula this one, we get 1 plus, so here angle is already 2, so we get 1 plus cos 4x divided by 2 plus 2 cos 2x. Now multiplying this 1 by 4 to the whole bracket, we get 1 into 1 by 4, 1 by 4 plus 1 by 2 is there, 1 by 2 into 1 by 4 is equals to 1 by 8 plus again 1 by 2 into 1 by 4 is 1 by 8 cos 4x plus 2 into 1 by 4 is equals to, we get 2 cos 2x. Now applying nth derivative for this one, we get yn, nth derivative of constant is equals to 0. These two are constant. We directly apply this one, that is 1 by 8 nth derivative of cos 4x plus 2 into nth derivative of cos 2x equals to 1 by 8. Applying formula here, we get a raised to n, that is 4 raised to n cos 4x plus n pi by 2. So here also 2 cos 2, sorry, already 2 is there and a value is 2, therefore we write 2 into 2 raised to n cos 2x plus n pi by 2. This can be further written as 1 by 8 means it can be represented in the form of 2 raised to 3, and 4 also we represent it in the form of 2, that is 4 can be written as 2 square whole power n is equals to, we get 2 power 2n cos 4x plus n pi by 2. So here we get 2 raised to, so this is not 2, it is 1 by 2, because 2 into 1 by 4 equals to, we get 2, so 1 by 2, so this is 1 by 2. So now 1 by 2 taking to the numerator, we get 2 power n minus 1 cos of 2x plus n pi by 2. So further simplifying this one, we can write it as 2 power n minus 3 cos of 4x plus n pi by 2 plus 2 raised to n minus 1 cos of 2x plus n pi by 2. So this is the final answer. Next problem, sin square x into cos cube x. Okay, so here first let given function y equals to sin square x cos cube x. Okay, so now we can apply here sin square x and cos cube x formula also, or you can further written it as this sin square x cos cube can be written as cos square x into cos x. Okay, so now these two can be written as sin x into cos x whole square, this cos x as it is. Now applying the formula for cos theta into sin theta, so that is 2 cos sin theta into cos theta equals to sin 2 theta. So applying this formula, sin 2 theta is equals to 2 sin theta into cos theta. So for here we have sin theta into cos theta, this can be written as sin 2 theta divided by 2. So that means it can be written as sin 2x divided by 2 whole square cos x. Okay, now 1 by 4 sin square, here we get sin square 2x cos x. Again we apply the formula for sin square 2 theta. Okay, that is sin square theta. We have sin square theta formula is equals to 1 minus cos 2x divided by 2. Applying this formula for the sine square, we get 1 by 4, 1 minus cos 2x, sorry, already 2, we have 2, so this is 4x divided by 2 into this cos as it is. So further simplifying this one, so that is multiplying this 1 by 4 to this bracket, we get 1 by 2 into 1 by 4 equals to 1 by 8 minus, sorry, 1 by 8 into this cos x minus 1 by 8 cos 4x into cos x. Okay. So here we can apply the formula for this directly, but here we have cos 4x into cos x. So we use the cos A, cos B formula here. Okay. So that is 1 by 8 cos x minus 1 by 8 as it is. Cos A, cos B formula we have, it is 1 by 2 cos A, cos of A plus B, that is 4x plus x equals to 4x plus x equals to 5x minus cos of A, sorry, so here we get plus cos of A plus B, A minus B, so that is 4x minus x equals to 3x. Okay, so here we write that formula because cos A cos B is equals to 1 by 2 cos of A plus B plus cos of A minus B. Applying this formula we get this form. So now this can be further written as, that is y can be written as 1 by 8 cos x as it is. Here we get 1 by 8, multiplying with this bracket we get 1 by 16 cos 5x minus 1 by 16 cos 3x, or on taking 1 by 16 common we get 2 cos x minus cos 5x minus cos 3x. Now applying nth derivative, yn equals to 1 by 16, 2 as it is, nth derivative for cos x minus nth derivative of cos 5x minus nth derivative of cos 3x. So further simplifying we get yn equals to 1 by 16, nth derivative of cos x is, so 2 as it is, cos x is, we have cos x plus n pi by 2 because here a value equals to 1, so minus a value equals to 5, therefore 5 raised to n cos of 5x plus n pi by 2 minus here a value equals to 3, therefore 3 raised to n cos of 3x plus n pi by 2. So here we have applied the formula for nth derivative of cos of ax plus b, which is equals to a raised to n cos of ax plus b raised plus n pi by 2. So like this, any problem can be simplified by using trigonometric formula. So then so that means we have to reduce into standard form, then we apply the formula. Okay, try these problems by yourself. Okay, so here apply sin square theta formula and cos square theta formula. Here you apply cos A cos B formula for any two terms, then multiply with the third term. After simplifying, again you should apply the formula, that is same formula, cos A cos B formula. Okay, next we consider different type of problems, that is e raised to ax into sine of bx plus c form. Next problem, so these are of the form e raised to ax cos of ax plus b or sine of x plus bx plus c. Find nth derivative of e raised to x cos square x. First we have to simplify this cos square x by using trigonometric formula. So let us consider the given function as y equals to e raised to 3x cos square x, or it can be written as e raised to 3x. Here we apply the cos square x formula, that is 1 plus cos 2x divided by 2. So further simplifying this one, we get 1 by 2 can be taken outside. E raised to 3x, 1 into e raised to 3x is e raised to 3x plus e raised to 3x cos 2x. So here we apply directly e raised to x formula, plus here we apply direct form e raised to 3x, that is e raised to x into cos of bx plus c form. So that is, we have the formula for nth derivative of e raised to ax cos of bx plus c, almost similar to the sine and cos. Okay, so it is equals to r raised to n e raised to ax cos of bx plus c plus n theta. So here r means square root of a square plus b square, and theta is equals to tan inverse of b by a. Okay, you can directly substitute tan value, tan inverse of b by a, and r is equals to square root of a square plus b square. Okay, so therefore it is 1 by 2. Also e raised to ax formula, we should write the e raised to x, that is e raised to x equals to a raised to n into e raised to ax. So we get 3 raised to n e raised to 3x. So first we have to apply the nth derivative. So here nth derivative of e raised to 3x. So yn equals to, so this is y. Here we are applying nth derivative plus nth derivative of e raised to 3x cos 2x. Okay, applying this formula we get yn equals to 1 by 2 as it is. Nth derivative of e raised to ax is a raised to n, that is 3 raised to n e raised to 3x, plus here its differentiation is r raised to n. R means square root of a square plus b square. Here I will directly substitute square root of a square. A means this 3 square plus b square is 2 square whole power n e raised to 3x as it is, cos of 2x as it is, plus c is equals to 0, n theta. N theta means tan inverse of b by a. Here b is equals to 2 and a equals to 3. So like this directly we substitute here. So since here a equals to 3 and b equals to 2, so directly I have substituted here. So which is equals to 1 by 3 raised to n e raised to 3x, plus further simplifying this one, 9 plus 4 equals to 13, square root of 13. So square root can be written as power 1 by 2. So this is 13 power n by 2, because so this square root of 9 plus 4 whole power n can be written as 13 power 1 by 2 whole power n, which is equals to 13 power n by 2. Okay, therefore it is 13 power n by 2 e raised to 3x. So this cos of 2x plus n into tan inverse of 2 by 3. So this is the final answer. Okay, next problem, e raised to x sin x into cos 2x. Let y equals to e raised to x sin x cos 2x. So here we keep a raised to x as it is. Apply formula for this one, sin a cos b formula. We get sin a cos b formula, we get sin of a plus b. So here sin of a plus 1 by 2 we write 1 by 2 outside here. 1 by 2 sine of a plus b, x plus 2x plus sine of a minus b, that is x minus 2x. We get 1 by 2 taken outside, e raised to x sine of 3x. So here we get sine of minus theta, which is equals to minus sine x. Okay, or it can be written as 1 by 2 e raised to x sine 3x minus e raised to x sine x. Now we apply the formula for e raised to ax plus sine of bx plus c formula. That is nth derivative of 1 by 2 nth derivative of e raised to x sine 3x minus nth derivative of e raised to x sine x. So applying the formula we get 1 by 2. So for this first one, e raised to a value is equals to here 1 and b value is equals to 3. Therefore we get square root of r raised to n, means r value we substitute directly, 1 square plus 3 square whole power n sine e raised to x. So e raised to x as it is into sine 3x plus n theta. Theta means it is tan inverse of b by a. b is equals to 3 and a equals to 1. Directly we substitute all the values here. Next, minus of this one. So again applying formula for this one, we get square root of 1 square plus here b value also 1, 1 square plus 1 square whole power n e raised to x sine x as it is, sine x plus n tan inverse of b by a. b is 1, a is also 1. So here we applied the formula. Nth derivative of e raised to ax sine bx plus c is equals to r raised to n e raised to ax sine of bx plus n theta, or if we c present we write c plus n theta. Okay, so here r is equals to square root of a square plus b square and theta is equals to tan inverse of b by a. So instead of writing separately this value, I have directly substituted here. So that is, here I have substituted r value a square plus b square power n e raised to ax sine of bx plus c plus n theta plus here I have substituted tan inverse of b by a. So I have directly used this form. Okay, so further simplifying this yn, so this is the formula. So therefore yn equals to 1 by 2. So 1 plus 3 square is equals to 9, 9 plus 1 equals to 10, 10 power n by 2 e raised to x sine 3x plus n tan inverse of 3 minus, so 1 square plus 1 square equals to 2 square, 2, so 2 power 1 n by 2, 2 power n by 2 e raised to x into, here I will write sine of x plus tan inverse of 1, or you can write it as 45 also. You can leave this much only, or you can write tan inverse of 1 value. Okay, so it is equals to 1 by 2 10 raised to n by 2 e raised to x sine of 3x plus n tan inverse of 3, we keep it as it is, minus 2 raised to n by 2 e raised to x sine of x plus, so here I have n tan inverse of 1 is equals to pi by 4. Okay, next sin h2x into sin 4x. So here we have hyperbolic function. So we use the hyperbolic function formula. First let us consider given function y equals to sin h2x sin 4x. Okay. So we know that hyperbolic function, that is sin hx is equals to e raised to x minus e raised to minus x divided by 2. Applying this formula, here we get e raised to, here we have angle 2, therefore here e raised to 2x minus e raised to minus 2x divided by 2 into sin 4x. So multiplying this e raised to with sin 4x, we get 1 by 2 taken outside, e raised to 2x into sin 4x minus e raised to minus 2x into sin 4x. Again we apply the formula, that is e raised to ax sin bx plus c. So then we get nth derivative of this one is equals to 1 by 2 nth derivative of e raised to 2x sin 4x minus nth derivative of e raised to minus 2x sin 4x. So applying formula, we get 1 by 2 nth derivative of e raised to 2x is square root of a square, that is 2 square, plus b square means 4 square, power n, e raised to x e raised to 2x sin of 4x plus n tan inverse of b by a. B is 4, a is 2, minus, for this one, square root of, so here a value is minus 2 whole square plus b square is 4 square whole power n, e raised to minus 2x sin of 4x plus n tan inverse of, again b by 2 is 4 divided by minus 2. So further simplifying this one, we get 1 by 2, 2 square 4, 4 square 16, 16 plus 4 equals to, we get 20, 20 power root means it is 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 into n equals to, we get n by 2 e raised to 2x sin 4x plus tan, here we get n into tan inverse of 4 by 2. 4 by 2 means it is 2 minus, again same here also we get, so sorry, this 20 power n by 2 e raised to minus 2x as it is sin of 4x plus tan inverse of, we get minus 2. Can be further simplified as yn equals to 1 by 2, here we can take 20 power n by 2 outside, that is common, from these two we get e raised to 2x sin 4x plus n tan inverse of 2 minus e raised to minus 2x sin of 4x plus, here also we should write n. So here tan inverse of minus theta equals to, we get minus theta, so therefore it is minus n tan inverse of 2. So this is the final answer.